We're going to start discussing what this is the website that I had back in, started building in 2002, called it MyTrumanShow2004, and it started getting really big until about 2004. I got some, got my kind of my butt handed to me a little bit in the courtroom, and legally I was in a little bit of trouble. And I might get in a little trouble again because there's people's names. I wish I could globally change people's names to something that wouldn't be that'd be okay. I guess what people's names were getting referenced, and it was just created a personal attack for people. And it was just what was happening is my show was based on, in part, on reality. So what happens, I'd meet somebody and they would say something along the line of my weird world in my head. It would go off, and it was just, as the story would involve, it would take off, mostly from my head, but like I say, there was some real life things that were happening that, and so I would put their names in my story with the grandiose of this, whatever weird, whatever maybe weird or things are going on. And so it was just, I was doing that for really since 2002 when I started up the site. I was putting people's names on here, and then I would ask people in town here. I was in town for two years. By the way, I was in town for 2 years, and because I was getting in trouble, because of the site was getting me in trouble, I was getting some restraining orders, and I basically left town because of that. Why I came back is I questioned my sanity coming back here, but I figured it cooled off, and it did pretty much. But there's a few people that talk about it still. But yeah, nobody was talking about it for some time, and then about 2004, all of a sudden, people become, like overnight, become aware of this thing and are talking about it and are pissed off. Okay, so here I'm asking, anybody looking at my website? Nope. And then out of nowhere, it's like a certain explosion, of the bomb went off, and now everybody's looking at it, and it's just. Before I knew it, I'm getting a phone call. I had a babe list up, which had ladies' names in town that were like my babe. Getting some calls about that. Restraining order. I posted this lady called the Satan, and next thing you know, I'm getting a restraining order for calling her Satan on my website, and then I accidentally violated that, and I got put a day in jail, and I just get in trouble, and I had to get out of town pretty much. And but it was just so strange how it was an overnight, instantly everybody knew about this thing. And I had because I'd been putting people's names up for two years, I assumed everything was cool until, like I say, boom, all of a sudden it's all bad, and now I didn't know how to edit it. And I use a tool that I made to help take words out, like swear words and stuff like that. But taking people's names out, there's just so many of them. I may end up having to do that if I want to post the site again. The thing is, I'm going to have to, I don't know if I'm going to put initials in there, or if I put up another person's name, it could be some person's name down in Alabama, and the next thing you know, they're wondering, why is my name up there, right? So I'm not sure how I'm going to abbreviate it or what. But that was the problem, and I might get getting in a little bit of trouble with these people's names. It's just that it's kind of a what's it called, the freedom of speech rights, where I can put people's names up, but at the same time, I want to respect them and their privacy issues. It's just that my freedom of speech should state that I can talk about people's story as a character, and I try to emphasize this is a character. But yeah, you do have the same name, but it's just a character that's maybe doing some weird stuff in my show. And I've got this blurb here in red, indicating, you know, I make up stuff based on real. And I was trying to like cool the fire, put the extinguisher on the people here in town, and tell them that this is kind of made up, you know. A lot of this is made up, you know, but. It wasn't. I ended up leaving town. Then I basically took down the website, and words on a website got me in trouble. Got me a day in jail just for words on a website. And I was just scared. I was just scared for my safety or my freedom. Took down the website and I crippled it completely and just started over essentially, you know. And I'm risking it a little bit by posting some of this back up here, but I still feel that these characters are freedom of character, freedom of these characters I've created are, yeah, they may have your name, but damn it, you know, this is a story that I think is interesting. I think it's, and I'm going to try to keep them up as is, and I'll just wait for a phone call, and hope to God I don't get a restraining order for any of these things. But to before I change names, you know, so we'll see how it goes here. I'm going to talk a little bit what's on the website and the differences between the current website, the main website, and this one. Well, the website pretty much is similar to the main website. So it describes. Click on the links, and I'll update those websites with I try to keep it unchanged. I may have to change it a little bit, but we'll see how it goes here. What kind of pie would you like to eat? You click the button and it creates a pie for you. It just takes what you're thinking and creates a pie for you and puts it in front of you. Kind of a spin there. I guess magic can work to anybody else. I guess this can work on anybody else, but it can't get back to me that this actually worked. So it doesn't work in reality, on the center of reality, so that information can't get back to me that it actually worked. But I guess you can create a pie by clicking on the button. And I guess there's a magic mate. You can create a hot woman or something and have your way with her and stuff. I wish that would work for me. Anyways, I was just looking through this website. It's pretty much clicking the links. It's describes itself. Some level 2 journey here, level 1 journey. Types of actors. I think I've added 1 or 2 actors to that list since then. They're posted on the main site. So there's more details here. I had to gut some of this stuff because it was just exposing names, and I didn't know what to, you know, what I should do. But I guess we'll just I guess we'll let it go at that.